Oh my goodness sakes, sunshine. I can't hardly believe it. I'm squinting my eyes trying to get away from that. Uh, Bill Black wanted to see my truck, and I thought I'd show you. This is what we ended up with. My son Colin bought this for me, actually, to tell you the truth. What a good son, huh? Yeah, that's 97 Chevy, 1 ton. Yeah, got the Vortec. 454. That's Colin's sled right there. Nice fun sled. 98, 99, something like that. That's mine there. This is courtesy of Eric Nelson. I'm not used to sleds like this. They're pretty fast. Somebody put these rims on there. They have the wrong offset. They gotta go. Can't get a big enough tire on them. 4-door. Got the headache rack. Monster running boards. That's kind of nice for hauling hay, don't you think? And it's set up for gooseneck. I got oil all over it, trying to get it. Nobody's rolled that ball in quite a while. So, we got a little work ahead of us. We'll get that ball rolled over. It's kind of a booger putting hay in this. In the winter, I won't tow a trailer. It's not safe. But I thought I'd give you a little peek of this old girl. It's a nice truck for how old it is. I can tell you that right now. Boy, I'll tell you, some of these saws come back real grubby. This local guys, this is Zach's 372. I showed you yesterday. We got it where I think we'll be able to start it now. I think it was 5 years ago I actually built this. I think he bought this from me is that right, Zach? 4 years ago? Blow it out once in a while, buddy. This one was filthy. They get that way when they're being used. Zach works log and does a little firewood. I think that this was a good test saw for me, actually, as a hultzforma build, but I did put the good parts in. I didn't run hultzforma. The only thing that's really hultzforma is the cosmetics. The tank is, this tank design works good on these, actually. And I didn't know I did this, but apparently I put an 8-2 sprocket on it. Is that pulling that okay, Zach? Does that need a 7? Once in a while they get into big hardwoods. I kind of wonder. I'll probably tune this for him. I know I'm going to sharpen it. It's duller in a hole. What are you doing? Don't run dull saws. That's hard. It's rough on them. Let's give it a little bit of a shot. See what we got here. I'd like to think we got it. I don't know how long ago this has been run. This has got the dominant waistcoat piston in it. It's a factory bore, factory cylinder too. Well, kind of appears to me it needs a little more than what I've got here right here on hand. So let me throw a plug in this. Okay, we got a plug in the darn thing. Let's make sure everything else is right. Let's give it a shot. Maybe we'll get her to go, huh? I'm gonna open that door. That saw is pretty loaded up. A bad coil on one of these is a funny thing. It'll start and run. And then it'll act up. It might run half a day and quit. And then you gotta let it set. And then it finally gets to where they just won't start. Erratic spark. When that happens, when they start running funny and it's not an intake leak, we know to go right to the coil on saws. I mean, that's one thing that you need to do. But the plugs, when you fuel foul these plugs, you think they're going to come back. Well, they don't come back right. And yeah, that was a good plug. That was an NCK. They don't come back right. Now, we've got this sitting here building a little more heat. And it'll do it shut off. Now, what I need to do is warm it up and set the high jet again. And then finish cleaning it. And it kind of looks to me like I ought to sharpen the thing for the poor guy. Sharp saw is a good saw. Yeah, that's a real good saw. So let's just see where we're at. I'm going to try to start it without the high idle. Okay, we're getting the darn thing buttoned up. We're getting it cleaned up. This has been a good little saw. I think there's a future in building these hultzforma 372s. If we can get one out there for 5 years and they don't come apart, that's something. But I'm going to warn you. I put a new crank in this. An OEM crank on this one, actually. It was a good use. I had a really nice one. I had a saw that got run over by a skidder, and I robbed some parts. I got the Walboro original carburetor off the same saw. Plus, I got the cylinder off that saw. And then we put one of them dominant pistons in this that we can't get anymore. That's kind of a shame. Forum guys ruined them, too. But they ain't ruining me. I'm here to stay. I'll be a thorn in their ass for an eternity, and I know it. I'm liking it. Okay. Just get some of this crap off of this poor thing. These guys, this logging crew uses used motor oil for bar oil. I don't like it. I wouldn't do it for nothing. They do because they think they're saving money, but they're not. They're wrecking their bars. And we've had that argument, haven't we, Jeff? You're wrecking your bars. But you do it to your saws, and I'll do what I want to with mine. Because that's the way life is. We have these choices. But I don't like the mess on me. I don't. That oil slings all over. It slings off at your tip. It doesn't stay on. So your pressure side is the bottom of your bar. You have a lot less oil. And as expensive as bars are, good God, I mean, I already blew this out. I'm not going to get on a rant about the do's and don'ts of this thing, but don't. this is bad. This is nasty. This is real nasty. Oh, my shop floor is filthy now. Okay. Lost my little plastic doodad. I got something to show you here in a minute if I can find the darn thing. I think I'm going to get a charge out of it. I made a mistake a while ago. I bought a piston. And I was trying to get one for a 66 mag. Ended up getting one for a 661. Let me see if I can find that darn thing. Just bear with me. It's here some darn where. Goodness sakes. Boy, this little break I took, sorry for about that, guys. At least I got to look at a nice little saw here. What do we got here? Right here it is. This is from Chainsaw Conservation Components. So that's a MS661 piston. I'm gonna have to get one of them saws and try that in, or we might take something and make an ultimate big bore. But that was a mistake. I didn't mean to buy that one. But now, something I didn't know I had, if this is right, this is a 394 or 395 piston. It's coming from Chainsaw Conservation Components. Beautiful piston, isn't it? Yeah, I think we got to build one of them. No, I didn't want a dome on one of them. They're hard enough to pull as it is. When you get done with them, getting rid of the base gasket, delete, and setting your squish, you end up with all the compression you ever want. I made that mistake before. But, yeah, so we got one of them. I got something here that's a rarity in today's world. Let me go get it. My problem is I got boxes of this and boxes of that, boxes of the other thing. That is for an 046 steel. We spec'd this out. Dominant sent this to me to prototype and find out why they're not working in the steels. I found out why. The ring wasn't compatible with steel's coating, Husqvarna uses nickel steel. Steel has something a little different. It was the wrong ring. It wouldn't work. But we can run this in a aftermarket cylinder. And now this ain't going nowhere. This is the only one I'll probably ever get in my life. So I'm going to put this one of these days in an 046. And I'll probably show that on video when I do that. I got I've got so many parts here. Let me see what I got. If you want to know the truth, I kind of hate it when I get to digging. I'm always afraid of what I'm going to damn find. Yep, that's the box. I just want to make sure. Whoop. Sorry about that, guys. You know, you get digging around, there's a darn clutch drum. Some of this stuff, oh, I know what all that is. Okay, I gotta take me a little break here. I'm gonna tell you a little something about bars, and I hate seeing this. I'm probably guilty of it also. When you get that crap in here and it's been embedded on there, you took your bar off and you didn't clean this and you put that against, you're not getting oil in your oil hole properly if you leave all this crap in this whole area. Clean them up like that. I really hate seeing a saw be abused, especially a performance saw. This one is actually a strong saw. And clean these damn things up. It'll save you in the future, I'm telling you. And these oil holes, clean these oil holes out right here. There's one on each side. Clean them out, blow them out, make sure you see through them. It's the little things that'll get you guys. Little maintenance goes a long way. Now this is something, even if you throw a chain, you're in the woods, take just a second and try to get the debris off. It'll save your bars. It really will. It'll make your saw cut nicer too. Okay. That's a nice straight rail. Yeah, we're in good shape now. We're right down to throwing this thing back together and getting it off my bench. Hopefully this has been good for you. This isn't the most fun video to make, and probably not the most fun to watch, but this is part of my day. I'm sharing my day, guys. That's all I'm doing. Just sharing some of the tedious things I got to take care of. That's all I'm doing. And I'm leaving that 8-tooth rim sprocket on for now. But I got an idea with the wood they're in. He needs to go to a 7, but I'll ask him. If he's got plenty of power, run it. They only run 24-inch bores around here. That's about all you need. We used to run 28s. For that, we run 32s. For that, we run 36s. When I first started logging, if you didn't have a 36-inch bar, you weren't cutting nothing. But as the years go by, the timber gets smaller. And therefore, we run shorter bars. It is what it is. Hey, Bill Black. It is what it is. He likes that. I really got it on my mind to build a saw and send the dang thing halfway around the United States and have it come back. It's something I've been kind of thinking about doing. Send it to other YouTube channels that are interested. If you got a YouTube channel and I know who you are and you want to try a saw and forward it to somebody else, we might do that. I ought to talk to Stump Jumper. Old Stump Jumper, I was supposed to build a saw for him. I think. Maybe I wasn't. he was going to bring a saw up. He don't live that far away from me. He's down in PA. I like watching his videos. There's actually quite a few people that I like watching, honestly. You know, I like watching Tin Man and Buck and Billy. You knew that. I know you did. Boy, the amount of oil. Okay, we got a valid saw here now. I just getting the grease off it. Oh my God, I can't run them dirty like that. Not greasy. I hate that all day long on their fucking hands. Wow, I got used to these darn bars you see hanging over here. These Samaros that we get from B-Ray Farms. I did. I gotta clean the dang bench again. They're so much lighter than the hard bars. They're perfect for the 70 class CC saws. When I go to 98 CCs or bigger, I gotta run a solid bar because they'll flex. They will. Under the horsepower, they'll flex. Jesus, I'm freaking filthy. Never get the oil off me. You know, when you're working in the woods, everything's against you anyway, guys. I'll tell you that right now. And there's times when something happens to a saw, you can't do nothing about it right then. You can't. You're running it for the rest of the day. You're just dealing with it. Boy, I tell you, solve them problems at the end of the day. If you're trying to make a living with a chainsaw, don't go in there fighting with one. You know, correct your problems. You know, spend a little money or fix the problem. I'm adamant about cleaning the saws. I'm not saying you got to do that every freaking day, because you don't. But I'll tell you what, end of the week, always, my saws got blowed out, inspected, make sure I didn't have anything going on at all. I think what I need to do now is I do have, like I said, with these loose ends I've got sitting right around me, I gotta take a look at getting some of these out of my way so we can get back to your guys' saws. Give me just a sec. This old junkyard dog I got up here, I gotta fix this starter recoil. I'm not sure I got what it takes to fix this right on hand. I might have. We're gonna have to look. I might be a whole nother day trying to take care of loose ends. But I need to run this saw. I gotta cut some firewood. Well, I tell you one thing that's wrong. Here's one thing you look for. These are spring loaded. See that? Look at this one. Spring's broke. So you know we gotta fix that. So that's one thing. I know I've got the springs. I'm gonna set this down. Yeah, I built that saw out of just parts that was out there in the box. The darn thing amazed me. Alright, here, you get one that's catchy and acting goofy. That bushing's out of it. See, look at this. See that? Yeah, that's bad. So I gotta dig around. And see what I got. Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, all this stuff is just minutes here, minutes there. That's what it is. This isn't what you do all day. But you got to take care of these things. The light at the end of the tunnel is very shallow right now for me. I can just see it. But you give me about 2 weeks, and I'll have saws out of my hair and shipped out. I've got some pretty cool stuff here that I really want to work on and I can't yet. I gotta see if I can find one of them little buggers. Okay, we got our little dog changed. The only thing I could find is an aftermarket whole cover. It was off a saw that run. Yeah, I guess it's still working, but that's not what I want on this one because of the compression it's got. So what we're gonna do as we will order a brand new one for our junkyard dog. Now, junkyard dog is just an old, it's everything on the outside's old. Everything. Everything on the inside's brand new. So this is just as good as a brand new saw, maybe better, who knows. And I put really good parts in this, really, really good. I was running that muffler I just sent to Buck on that key to the bush. I was running on this saw. I liked it on. I got to build one for this. I got to build one for 272, 266, 268. So I want to send one to Tin Man for that 266 that he's building for Buck and Billy. That'd be kind of exciting. I'll probably build a couple more and just send them to Buck, and I want to see what he thinks of the one I sent him. See if we need to make changes. I know it works. Let's see if he likes it. If he likes it, we're good to go. It been a lot of work. I got to get back to the mufflers. As soon as I get 2-3 more saws out of here, including that frickin' Blue Thunder, I'm going to start building mufflers. I'm going to show you the tricks that I do. Things I do. How I do things. And it'll make it easier on you. It will. You'd be surprised what you can build with just minimal shop tools. You'd really be surprised. Just get creative. You can build some pretty good mufflers. The biggest thing about them is being accurate with what you're doing. I don't care what your method is. Just be accurate. Think things through, and that'll make a good deal for you. Here, long-winded bolts in this bugger, I can tell you. This will get this saw running for this weekend coming up. I gotta cut wood. My truck being down for so long kind of showed me sideways, getting hay and hauling wood and running saws. Temperatures, snow, ass deep to a tall elephant. We got every excuse under the book, and they're all real. But I'll tell you what, I just stepped outside. It is wonderful out. Oh, it is just wonderful out. Guys, we need a new part. You seen the deal? Yeah, that's pretty sloppy. That bushing's bad in there. Yeah, I could probably get on a lathe and turn the bushing. But I think in this case, I'll just buy a part instead of screwing around. I hope videos like this are kind of crappy, and I know it, man. It's just what I'm doing for the day, and I'm just taking along for the ride. So this is what you get. They don't get big views. We don't care about that. It's about being there with you. I wish you guys could spend a day in the shop with me, and we could just shoot the bull. I wish we could do that. So what we do instead? This is why I ask you. Hey, leave me some comments. Let me tell you what's going on in my world. I'm doing this on video. Just in your comments, tell me what you're up to. I don't care. I don't mind if it's a long comment. It doesn't matter. I read everything. I don't always get to answer them. You know that. But so you get to a point where it's really hard. It's really, really hard. But I want you to know I'm thinking of you. So this is going to be it for today's video. I got to find a muffler for this. I'll throw that on and go to the next little tiny project. I got a switch to put in a 272 and a clutch side seal. I'll probably throw both seals in it. And I'll have another little loose end. And then maybe tomorrow we can get to a more fun build. Maybe we can, it's going to be 2 days, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we get back to that Blue Thunder, and I'll show you what I figured out. Goodbye.